Hello everyone. Today I can't stay silent. What Yaman has done has unleashed a storm rarely seen on social media. It all started with a simple story on his profile. 3 words: dedication, effort, strategy. But what came next was an earthquake. Strategy. But what came next was an earthquake. He posted a phrase that broke the internet. Goodbye Demet, welcome Sarah, just like that. 4 words that unleashed the fury of thousands of fans, especially those of Kandem, that on-screen couple that many hoped would be real. How could he erase years of closeness with Demet Özdemir with such a cold statement? The networks exploded. The hashtags Kandem forever and respect for Demet trended instantly. Some fans closed their accounts, others unfollowed him. Some fans closed their accounts, others unfollowed him, especially in Italy, Brazil and Turkey, where his followers are countless. The disappointment was deep, and as if that weren't enough, Can went live and said something that hurt even more. I care about the future, not the past. Was he referring to Demet? All signs point to yes, because soon after, the name Sarah Bluma, the Italian DJ he had been linked to before, resurfaced. This time it wasn't just a rumor. It felt like a public confirmation. But why now? And why like this? Some media say it's a calculated PR move. Others believe he wanted to make things with Sarah official. But many see it as a betrayal to the woman who stood by him during his biggest success. Demet, true to her style, said nothing. But she posted an image of a field with a cutting phrase. Sometimes silence is the loudest scream, and that silence echoed. Many interpreted it as a graceful yet powerful response. Stay where you are with dignity, they commented. Your silence is worth more than 1,000 words. Meanwhile, the press debates. Was it marketing or a genuine message? Journalist Seren Karagül was clear. This is strategic communication. Nothing about Yaman is spontaneous. Others accuse him of ego and disrespect toward a woman still loved by the Turkish public. And the fans? Many felt betrayed. Weren't we the ones who made him famous? And now he treats us like this? Those who supported him since Erkan Kuş now feel abandoned. The question is, are we witnessing a new era for Yaman or the start of his downfall? Can he afford to lose his most loyal fans over a provocation? Time will tell, but one thing is certain, this storm has only just begun. For years I've followed Demet Özdemir's career closely. I've seen her grow, shine, make mistakes and rise again with an elegance few in the entertainment world possess. Amidst the chaos that surrounds Yaman, one thing stands out. Demet never asked for this scandal. She didn't provoke it, didn't seek attention, didn't play the media game. And yet she keeps being dragged into it by the press and fans obsessed with a past she clearly left behind. Many say she goes her own way, and rightly so. While others dive into drama to prove their love, Demet chooses silence, distance, and dignity. She doesn't need to put on a show to prove who she is. She's already earned respect and continues to build on it with every project and decision. In a world where scandal is rewarded more than merit, that is priceless. It's striking how every time Yaman lands in a new controversy, the media rush to mention Demet as if she were his shadow. But what I see is a woman who walked away at the right time. She understood that you can't build a life on unstable ground. She stepped away from that narrative, and even if others keep pulling her in, her silence speaks louder than any statement. It's admirable how she has handled all of this. Because many forget, you don't need to raise your voice when your entire life already speaks for you. You don't need to attack when your professional path is already your defense. Demet has shown you can be strong without losing your sensitivity. She's shown that the woman can rebuild, reinvent and shine without scandals or tabloid romances. And what I respect most is how she protects her privacy. In a world that exposes everything, she chooses reserve. She doesn't display her family, doesn't exploit her emotions for likes. Her career doesn't depend on who she's with, but on who she is. And that difference changes everything. I don't idealize anyone, and not Demet, not Can. They're human with strengths and flaws. But while he seems lost in his own character, she has chosen to remain authentic. Not because she's perfect, but because she's true to herself. Many say Demet deserves more, and I agree. You can't compare the elegance of a woman who built herself with the public fall of someone who wasted his talent on questionable choices. Everyone reaps what they sow.
And if Demet has sown anything, it's respect.
And if Demet has sown anything, it's respect. That's why I choose to talk about her not as Can's ex, but as the artist she is. The woman who matured in silence, who answered with work, and who proved you don't need to shout to be heard. While others surround themselves with noise, she surrounds herself with truth. And in this world, that's revolutionary. Demet Özdemir is not just any woman. And in this world, that's revolutionary. Demet Özdemir is not just any woman. She's one of those who disturb others with her clarity, her quiet strength, and the way she decides without asking for permission. Yet it seems she's never been judged for who she truly is, but rather for what people wanted her to be. The shadow of her past with Can Yaman still follows her, as if she's not allowed to move on, to make mistakes, or to rebuild herself beyond that idealized love. Many still expect signs that she feels something for Can. Others blame her for everything that went wrong. They say she didn't appreciate him, that she left him for another, that she toyed with the feelings of the most beloved actor. But few ever stop to ask, how did she feel? What did she think when the world treated her like a traitor for simply starting over? Where is the empathy for a woman who, like everyone, just wants to be happy? Some comments hurt, like the one saying she never measured up to Demet, or those comparing her to other women as if it were a contest for Can Yaman's heart. Why so much cruelty towards someone who simply loved, lived, and moved on? Doesn't she also have the right to close chapters, to err, to let go of what harmed her? Demet has shown she doesn't need scandals to be seen. Her talent speaks for her. Her intense gaze, her emotional depth, her dedication to every role. She is not a hollow figure. But for some, that's not enough. Her worth is still measured by how close or far she is from Can, as if her world only had meaning orbiting around him. And the worst part, she's accused of coldness because she doesn't feed the drama, doesn't respond to every rumor with tears or tantrums. But that's not coldness. It's control. It's maturity. It's dignity. She protects herself. And in a world where everything is exposed without filter, that is nearly revolutionary.